Okay, let's go back to Schedule C. Okay. Part one. Part one is not the issue for today. Okay. Part one, it was the issue last time. Income. Okay. We talk about the gross income. Schedule C. So get online. It is not in your book. Schedule C is a attachment. Okay. So part one, numeric number from 1 to 6. They are all talk about the gross income, and this gross income is your business. Is your business income. Okay. So for example, okay, I just keep the same example. So Mr. A has two jobs. Okay, one job is lawyer, one job is a real estate broker. So supposedly Mr. A need to file two Schedule C. Okay, two separate Schedule C. So each income from each resource you report from number 1 to number 6. So don't mix up. Okay, don't mix up. Okay. So I think here should be easy. Okay. Hopefully, okay, big hopefully, your job is service. Service type. It's not manufacturing. It's not resale. Hopefully, okay? Because if your job is the service type, there is no issue as cost of goods sold. And we will talk about cost of goods sold next semester, okay? Next semester, I'm going to teach financial accounting. Oh, by the way, for those people you're gonna stay here for 4, you're not graduate yet for the 4th semester this year, I'm going to teach business law. So I just proposed to school. I will offer each different course for each semester. So I think business law is very practical.
How about if you already graduated?
Oh, come back, to sitting there, participate. No problem, no problem. You just say, well, even I graduate, I want to come back. No problem, you're pretty much welcome. So I just give you advertising. Okay, come back here. So key point for today, that is part 2. Okay, part 2. And from number 8 to number 27. Very interesting. Before we go to the detail from number 8 to number 27, let's talk about what kind of expenses you can deduct from your business income. And just like 3 or 4 days ago, one of my former students and called me. It was a lady. She called me. Okay. She said, Professor Tong, I was your former student. I said, I know. She said, I entered into the real estate business a few years ago, and right now I'm preparing my Schedule C. And I have questions. I spent, say, couple thousands to purchase dress, beautiful dress, and beautiful shoes. Can I deduct? Can I deduct? Well, I said, let's talk about that. There is no absolute answer, yes or no. There's no absolute answer. Okay. Why? Because what is your argument? There are 2 major words, 2 very important key words for chapter 5. Hopefully you can remember that for your whole life. Okay? Because you will get into the same situation. You ask yourself, you don't have to call me, okay? But you are welcome. You don't have to call me every time. You ask yourself, can I deduct these expenses from my business? You will ask you, just like this lady, okay? So those 2 major words, okay? One is ordinary, one is necessary. 2 major words, okay? I believe that is on your book, right on the 2nd page of your chapter 5. I think it doesn't matter what version you use, okay? One is ordinary, one is necessary. And those 2 words eventually come from IRC, okay, Internal Revenue Code, section 162. Very important section in the tax law. Did you see it? Probably on page 2 of the chapter 5. So go back to my example. Okay, if you are that student, call me, say I spent a couple $1,000 last year purchasing shoes, dresses, okay, can I deduct from my business income? Well, I don't have the answer. You need to answer it, right?
Is that one time or many
During the year, during the year I spent say $2,000
So this is not one time buy.
for whole year, for whole year.
But you keep the receipts every
Oh, you have to, of course. We'll talk about that. You need to keep the risk. Okay, no, let's go back to the analysis. Can you or cannot?
Yes.
Okay. Your argument is whether or not these expenses is ordinary. It is ordinary. Maybe because as a real estate broker or agent, you need to dress up, say, formally, right? At least presentable, right? And also that student told me, well, before I into this business, I always just dress gym. I never wear any formal dress. Oh, good argument. Because in order to carry on your business, you need to have a suit like this, right? So you need to argue whether or not this is ordinary. And also, is this necessary? Maybe, okay. However, when we talk about ordinary, it's the same issue Jennifer just mentioned. Is $2,000 too much for the whole year? We don't know. Then IRS may compare your case to any other people in your same business or in your profession. So maybe necessary, I would say.
Can I do that as a gift?
No, we are not talking about gift yet. Okay, don't mix up the issue. Okay, right now the issue is, let me repeat it. Right now the issue is whether or not you can deduct these expenses from your business income. That is our questions. And in order to carry out your answer, you need to do two things, two analysis. One is whether or not these expenses is ordinary. Ordinary means compared to the same people in this field. Okay, maybe, I would say maybe, okay, because usually in this business, you do need dresses, you do need formal shoes, okay? And necessary mean yes, because usually you need to dress up. So maybe, but I don't know. If you report the 1,000, 2,000, I think compared to your income, could be okay. However, you say I report $50,000 just for the dress, and your income is only 1,000. Well, for sure, IRS will deny it. For sure, okay. So must be okay. So keep this in your mind. Always keep this in your mind before you report any number from the number 8. For those who came in late, we are looking at the Schedule C. Okay, we'll talk about the business expenses. Okay, so let's take a look here. Number 8. Okay, advertising. Right? Advertising should be fine. Any advertising related to your business. Okay, any kind of advertising. Alright? 9, big issue here. Car expenses. We're gonna talk about car expenses in the chapter 6. That is a big issue. And usually when we talk about car expenses, we talk about the depreciation. That is a big issue. Okay. And also for certain type of business, these expenses may be the largest one for your business. Right?
So if you rent a car, maybe easier.
We'll talk about that. That's the big issue in chapter 6. We're gonna talk about, eventually I should have that as your final project, okay? Is the rental versus purchase. Okay, which one is better for you? Probably this is a good issue. Anyway, number 10, commission. Commission. That is commission you pay out, okay? Not the commission you earn. Commission you earn is in part 1. This is the commission you paid out to somebody else. Say you did not hire the regular employee and you just retained the independent contractor. Right? That's a big issue, right? So what is an independent contractor versus employee? I believe this is the issue adopted by Mr. Fu. Okay, this is a big issue. Okay. Oh, by the way, I have one issue open for chapter 4. If anybody interested, you let me know. That eventually that's a very good issue. Okay. Tax issue for employee stock option, especially in this area. for high-tech business. It's very, very common. Okay, even though this may not happen to you, but in the future, if you want to open your own business, your own company, you may consider to compensate your employee come in say very low salary because you don't have cash flow, right? However, I'll offer you stock option. So this is another issue I reserve for chapter 4. So that issue is still open. All right. Okay. Anyway, commission. Okay.